Date 2. At our wedding anniversary dinner, my wife said, "I'm not your property. I'm opening our marriage." She kissed my best friend and left with him. I changed the locks and started the divorce. A week later, I had 156 missed calls from her. My daughter exclaimed, "It's her house too. You need to let mom come in, she's pregnant and has an STD. You need to save your child." They didn't know I had a vasectomy, so I went nuclear. I marched out, ignoring my mother's protest, ignoring everyone else's shocked silence. My car keys jingled in my pocket, and I drove off into the night. Fury surged in my veins, mixing with a sickening sense of betrayal. She turned our anniversary into a carnival of humiliation. She wanted me to stay and watch her with other men. Hell no. That night, I didn't come home. I slept in my car in a random parking lot, mind churning with rage and confusion. By sunrise, I'd made a decision. I was filing for divorce. If she wanted an open marriage, she could have it on her own. I called my lawyer, an old friend named Marcus, the next morning. "I want out," I said, my voice still raw from lack of sleep. "She humiliated me in front of my family. Says she wants multiple lovers. I'm done," he sighed. "That's rough, man. Let's get the paperwork started." "Are you sure you don't want to talk it out first?" "Talk?" I nearly laughed. "She blindsided me at a family dinner. She thinks she can do better. Let her try." We discussed assets. We had a house, joint accounts, a single daughter, Liz, who was currently in college. She was 19, living on campus. My mind reeled at how Liz would take the news of her mother's meltdown, but for now, I focused on the legal angle. Meanwhile, Andrea's texts poured in, a mix of arrogance and anger. "You ran out like a coward, typical. If you ever loved me, you'd understand my needs. Don't you dare file for divorce, you'll regret it." I ignored them, letting my phone buzz until it died. She threatened to ruin me socially, but I doubted she had any real power beyond Linda's meddling. On the third day, I swung by the house to grab clothes. She was there, waiting, with her mother. Linda folded her arms, glaring. "Look who decided to crawl back." Andrea leaned against the wall, drumming her manicured nails. "You done sulking?" "Sulking?" I repeated, my voice cold. "I'm done with you, Andrea. I'm filing for divorce," she scoffed. "Over a little request for freedom, grow up." Linda prodded. "He's always been too stiff, dear." "Don't worry, we'll handle him," I bristled. "No, you won't, I'm leaving. And so help me God, I'll see you in court if you try anything." Andrea smirked, crossing her arms under her chest. "You think you can threaten me? It's our house too. We both put money into it." I didn't dignify that with a response. I just marched to the bedroom, grabbed my suitcase, and stormed out. Linda called after me. "You never gave her the love she deserved. This is your fault." I didn't look back. Weeks passed, an agonizing limbo of legal forms and stifled fury. Andrea posted pictures of herself out clubbing, draped over men with questionable looks. Linda bragged to neighbors that her daughter was finally free of that controlling jerk. My parents were mortified. My father told me not to stoop to their level, and I tried to take his advice, but inside, I seethed. Andrea had turned a once loving marriage into a spectacle. I knew I had flaws. I worked too much, wasn't always attentive. But no matter how I replayed it, her solution, publicly announcing she wanted other men, felt like a knife in the back. Our daughter Liz called me from college, confused. "Dad, Mom says you're divorcing her because she wanted to, expand your horizons. She's making it sound like you're the bad guy." I sighed, rubbing my temples. "Liz, your mother blindsided me in front of everyone. Demanded an open marriage. I have no interest in that." She let out a slow exhale. "That's so weird. She never hinted at that to me. Are you sure you can't forgive her?" My voice turned sharp. "Forgive her? For humiliating me? For insisting she'll sleep around and I should just accept it?" Liz hesitated. "I'm not taking sides, Dad. I just hope you handle it calmly. Mom's letting Grandma Linda hype this up." I clenched my jaw. "Linda's meddling is toxic. Stay out of it, Liz. Focus on school. This is between me and your mother." Liz fell silent, then softly said, "Okay, Dad. Just don't do anything you'll regret." We hung up, and I tried to bury myself in work. Nights bled into each other, and each day I inched closer to finalizing the divorce. There was no way I'd remain shackled to Andrea's twisted fantasies. A pivotal moment came when my lawyer asked if I had reason to suspect infidelity prior to her open marriage declaration. I admitted I didn't have hard evidence, but I was sure something was off. She'd been too eager, too sudden. But it hardly mattered. We lived in a no-fault divorce state. Her betrayal only impacted negotiations if I wanted to fight dirty. I wasn't above fighting dirty. I wanted to keep my share of what I'd earned. While the legal wheels turned, I discovered something else. Andrea and Linda were spinning a story that I'd abandoned her. That I was always emotionally abusive, controlling, never letting Andrea have a life. She insisted she'd asked for an open marriage because she felt trapped, unloved. Some neighbors believed her. Others rolled their eyes. My parents were outraged. One evening, I found Andrea waiting outside my parents' home. She marched up to me, eyes blazing. "Sign these settlement papers," she demanded, shoving them against my chest. I scanned them. She wanted half the house, half my savings, and monthly spousal support. "You're out of your mind," I said. "We barely have that much left on the mortgage. Why should you get half my savings?" I earned most of that. She tossed her hair. Because you forced me into a dead marriage, now I need a new life. Mom says I deserve compensation. I laughed bitterly. You want to sleep around, then want me to foot the bill. Dream on. Linda appeared, stepping from the car. You'll sign, or we'll drag you through court. You neglected her. She gave you everything, and you gave her nothing. I stared, anger flaring in my chest. You're insane, both of you. Andrea's lips curled. You always wanted to be the big man. Pay up or watch me tear your reputation to shreds. I shoved the papers back at her. See you in court, Andrea. She glared, snatching them away. Don't say I didn't warn you, you're making this ugly. I stepped inside, heart pounding. My mother, who'd overheard, placed a hand on my arm. Stay calm, son, she's playing dirty. I forced a nod. I won't let them take everything. I've worked too hard. The divorce hearing finally arrived. Andrea showed up in a sleek black dress, Linda right behind her. My lawyer. Now you can watch the second part by pressing share and more.